guys, we drop our merch, BlackBull.com. It's designed by Dr. Sarowitz, Face, Mid-Fist. And go check it out and order some stuff, show some support. And for the today episode, we have Jacob, the Tyga in the building. How are you, brother?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good. Glad to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Tell the listeners where you're coming from. What's your background?
I was born in Panama. Born
Panama?
in Panama, yeah, the country, not Panama City, Florida. Everybody
Panama,
usually
the
thinks.
country. That's you. I never met nobody from there. So how did you start the MMA, man?
To be honest with you, I would lie if I say that. Oh, I grew up as a martial artist. I did get into fights every now and then, but when you come from Latin America, most of the times you want to be a soccer player or a baseball.
Basketball,
yeah. And I fell in love with soccer, and I was very very average. I was very average in soccer, but when I grew up, I turned like 21.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 6 years ago. I started. And man, it clicked right away. I fell in love with it. And
You start training?
yes, it wasn't the first punch that I threw. It was the first punch that I hit my face, and I was like, "Wow, I'm still focused. So maybe I am built for this."
Let me try.
Yeah. So I kept training, and 6 months in, I had my first fight. I felt amazing.
Did you win the first fight?
No, I actually didn't.
That's good.
I actually
That
didn't.
gives you like, oh, let me prove them wrong now.
Yes, because a lot of people were like, "Oh, he lost. The sea is not the same as when you're fighting in the street."
I
And
know.
it's like, whatever.
People just talk, man.
Yes, I just proved myself right. I knew that's what I wanted, and that's what I was gonna do. So
That's crazy. And I heard you drop out of school for MMA.
yes, that's crazy. My mom almost killed me for that one. I went to law school and I was doing really good, and halfway from my career, I was like, you know what, I don't like this. Because I'm not doing this for the. I was gonna make a lot of money as a lawyer.
I know.
But it wasn't what I was looking for. I wasn't trying to be rich on something that would not make me happy. I basically started studying on law school because I wanted to follow my mom's footsteps. You know, I wanted to be like her. But
Your mom is a lawyer?
yeah, my mom was a lawyer and a real estate
Nice.
agent.
Shout out to your mom. If
Shout
we need
out
a
to-
lawyer, there we go. We're making connections in here. That's crazy. But especially the moms, they're like, oh, you're going to go fight? Like, they get scared. Even my mom, when I go on the bike, she's like, where now with the bike? I'm like, why did they buy the bike?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So I fell in love with it, and I dropped out of law school. I told her like, hey, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I want to pursue this dream. I was like, oh, but this is what I want for you. But I was like, well, this is what I want for me, and I'm the one that's gonna live an unhappy life if I don't go and chase what I want. So
But she understands now.
She
supports
understands.
you. Yep.
She's actually coming from Panama to my fight in Boston next Friday. And now I got this hype. This guy has a lot of hype behind him. This guy knows a lot of fighters, has a lot of
That's
followers, and I'm
crazy.
like, oh, maybe this was my test.
Now we're talking.
Yes, of course.
And
Well,
you have the fight coming. When is the fight?
the next Friday.
Next Friday, UFC Pass.
UFC Fight Pass.
Can people watch that on TV?
Yes, you just download the UFC Fight Pass, and you can watch it from there.
Perfect. We're gonna have the link in the description to support the Tyga. Who is like your biggest inspiration in MMA?
Well, there's a lot of fighters that I've been influenced by. I always try to grab like a 0.1% of each fighter that I like, and put a 100% of me in it. I like styles like Shane Burgos. I like styles like Khabib Nurmagomedov. I like styles like Lomachenko. I like styles like Roberto Duran, Floyd Mayweather. I like styles like Mike Tyson. You know, there's I like styles. I want to be original. You know, I want to be myself, and I want to be the best version of myself. So I try to grab a 1% of each one of them, a 0.1% of each one of them, and put them in a blender and put a gallon of me. You know? So.
And I also see like the full package of the fighter too. Like I like a lot of McGregor because not as a fighter, as a businessman. He made his name up. He's like showman.
Yes.
So I respect that about him a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Very smart. Very smart.
Did you ever got in a fight outside the cage?
Oh, many times.
He's like, so just ask me about it.
Many times.
Tell me some funny story, man.
Well, there's a scar I have here. There's a scar I have here on my finger, and there's this kid back in the day. I'm a big fan of Spider-Man, and my mom for Christmas bought me a Spider-Man skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so in love with that Spider-Man skateboard. I was a very distracted kid, so I came from playing around outside.
Yeah.
And I used to leave my skateboard in the front yard. And one day my skateboard wasn't there.
Somebody stole it.
And I was like, wow. Next day, I'm looking for my skateboard. A month goes by, 2 months go by, and I'm like, no. And one day, one of my neighbors tells me, hey, yo, this kid has your skateboard in his backyard.
That's crazy.
And I was like, oh, all right. So I went there, I knocked on the door, nobody opened. So I jumped the fence, and I grabbed my skateboard, and I jump out, and he's coming down the street, and he's with a friend of his. And he starts yelling at me. He's like, hey, that's my skateboard. And I was like, sure. What? So to make a long story short, I dropped him with a punch, and he falls on the floor, and I'm punching him, and there was a lot of blood.
Damn.
And I thought it was just from him because his tooth got stuck in, like it really sunk in. And
was it your hand too?
It was my hand too. My finger got unplugged from the knuckle. It was horrible.
That's crazy.
Horrible. I was like 13, 14.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But even now, don't steal nothing from you. You don't want to see that.
Especially now.
What's the goal? What you want to achieve in this sport? What you want to be remembered for?
People usually roll their eyes or smile when I say this. But
Not me. I respect everything.
Trust me, bro. What I'm looking for is something that no one has ever achieved, and I want to be a champion of 170, 185, and 205 in the UFC.
For sure.
And I can guarantee you, I have the work ethic, I have the talent, and I'm willing to sacrifice. I have the patience to. And I know I'm going to get it. I just know it. My soul knows it.
Next Friday, guys. Remember the name.
Next Friday is the beginning of the takeover.
Yep. I want to ask you, what's your daily routine?
My daily routine. I woke up every day at 5 a.m.
Every day? You don't have day what I'm going to sleep today?
When I sleep, when I close my eyes and I'm like, I'm not going to wake up, 6:30. On Sundays, and those are the days that I'm really
That's crazy. I go to bed really late, but I sleep 5-6 hours. I think that's enough because if I sleep more, I get more lazy.
Yeah.
But if I sleep for short times, I feel more energized.
No, I usually wake up at 5 a.m. and what I do is I hop right away on the, those Peloton bikes.
Yeah.
I hop on the Peloton bike right after for 45 minutes. Then right after that, I am very strict when it comes to food. I'm not really a big. I used to love junk food. I'm not gonna lie. I used to love myself.
I still do. I'm sorry.
Some mac and cheese and some brisket.
I know.
Some badass fried chicken. I used to love that, but now I'm trying. Since I need my body's my tool. I'm gonna need it. I try not to put anything at least not too often.
Yeah, and you look fit, man. Your body looks amazing.
Thank you, brother. Thank
you. Of course.
So the first thing that I do is right after the bike, I do some journaling. I do some meditation, and then I just prepare myself a fresh cold pressed juice. Then I do some superfood smoothie.
So no breakfast in the morning, or?
Yeah, and it's a 3-course breakfast.
Okay.
The cold pressed juice is an anti-inflammatory cold pressed juice. Then a superfood smoothie, and then an avocado toast with microgreens.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I wish I can do that. I wake up, I eat whatever comes first to my mind. Today I'm gonna eat the subs.
Some bacon.
I know. I don't eat bacon, man. I don't like bacon. I don't know why.
You don't like bacon? Wow, people. Wow,
I know.
I like
I'm
bacon. I like bacon. Yeah. Then I just get ready, go to training. My trainings are usually grappling, and then striking.
Yep.
Usually Mondays or Wednesdays or Fridays I spar. Then right after that, after I'm already beat up and tired, I have to do some bike sprints.
Yep.
Or sprints outside or on the treadmill.
That's nice.
And then go back home. Then work. I work from home, so that's great. Then I just go for a 45-minute jog with my dog, and the next day repeat.
That's a good. It's for me it's hard, but that discipline, man. Like you need to focus on that and like to do that every day.
Yeah, it's and not every day you wake up wanting to eat the world.
I know.
There are days that you're like, hey, you know what? I want to stay here, but
you keep pushing.
Yeah, your why has to be strong. If your
Yep.
why is not strong, you're not gonna want to get up. You're gonna stay there in bed. So you have
Yep.
to have a very strong why.
Anyone you want to shout out? Coaches, somebody who is helping you through this support. Of course, your family, your wife.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, definitely my team, Tiger Schulman's. I've trained in many gyms, but nothing is like Tiger Schulman's. I can guarantee you that. The way
So that's the best experience you had there.
So far, yes, and I've trained in very big names in gyms, but I learn from every single one of them. Not disrespect to anybody, but you always have your favorite. You eat every type of food, but you have your favorite type of food.
Yep.
And my favorite gym, if I'm honest with you, I've never been happier in any other gym as I am in Tiger Schulman's.
Yeah, heard a lot about them. Like they good.
Yes.
See a lot of people training there and stuff. Like a lot of our guests who came here, they there. Well, thank you for coming, brother.
My pleasure, brother.
We wish you all the best Friday. Beat some ass there.
I'll bring
Everybody, tune in to watch. And we're going to have his Instagram to follow and see how everything ends. I'll see you, brother, next time.
Of course.
And all of you, please, we have the merch live. Go order, show some support. And I'll see you in the other episode. BlackBull. Bye-bye.